Okay, everybody, good afternoon here. Welcome to Texas Motor Speedway. We're going to start today's media availability for the 20th annual Andy's Frozen Custard 300 with Cole Custer, who drives the 00 Andy's Frozen Custard Ford Mustang for Stuart Haas Racing. Favorite flavor, starting right off the bat, throwing the hardball.
Yeah, I mean, we actually got to make my own flavor at Andy's. So if you want to, they have a truck out there and everything. If you want the frozen custard concrete, it's out there.
Frozen custard concrete. I love it. Well, we're going to open the floor up for questions. If you have a question for Cole, raise your hand. We'll get a wireless microphone to you. Questions for Cole Custer? Let's not all jump at once. Really. Well, I'll start us off, Cole. Just walk us through this race this week here and really what it takes to win here at Texas Motor Speedway.
Well, I think you can see already in truck practice, I mean, the track's just always treacherous here. I mean, two guys already wrecked, it looks like. So it's just the track always starts out really edgy, and people are always on each other's doors just because the lanes are so, there's only one lane really around here. So it makes it pretty treacherous for everybody on restarts and everything just because you're so tight racing. But it's a really hard place to get a hold of with how treacherous it is, and then also trying to balance the two ends. One end's flat, one end's banked. So getting the car to handle how you want is not an easy task for the crew chiefs, but I think we have a solid piece coming here, so we're looking forward to it.
Okay, we're going to start here with Jerry Jordan here in the middle.
Jerry Jordan.
You got it. You got the custard already.
That's what I'm missing.
Yep.
Jerry Jordan kicking the tires down. I'm just going with the cookie dough. What's your flavor?
My flavors it has peanut butter, Heath bar, vanilla custard, and melted chocolate chips in it. So they have a great product at Andy's Frozen Custard, so it was hard for me to mess it up, but you really can't go wrong.
You got the right name.
Exactly. You look at our name rail, it actually says Cole Custard on it this weekend. So
For us this year, just tell me your thoughts. Where do you grade yourself at this point of the season as we start kind of getting into the momentum of things?
I would say we're at an A minus maybe right now. I feel like our team's doing a great job executing. I think our pit crew does a great job. Our guys really, go over the details and make sure that, everything's right going into the weekend and we make the most of it. We're looking for that last little bit. We have speed. We've gotten poles. We're always in the top 5, it seems like, but just trying to get that last little bit to try and win is what we're looking for. So I think we've been working hard. All our guys have been working hard at the shop. It's just a matter of putting it all together. But I think we've tried to make our cars a little bit better coming here, and hopefully that shows.
Go next to Lee.
Lee Spencer, Sirius XM NASCAR Radio and CatchFence.com. Bob asked you outside about the cautions, and why do you think this track just naturally promotes yellows?
I think in the Xfinity cars, it's just how narrow the groove is. On restarts, everybody's door to door, crowding each other, and when you have somebody on your door in an Xfinity car, it gets the guy on the bottom really loose. So everybody's trying to manage that throughout the whole day, and eventually guys just make mistakes. They just try and get in too deep on the bottom, and you end up washing up into the guy next to you. So you just have to know, what position you're in. If you have a position to, be aggressive into the corner, or if you got to be a little conservative so you don't wreck the guy outside of you.
Go next to Tim and then to Steven.
Tim Kettle, Famo Motor Racing Network. Cole, when you are looking at what lane you want to pick for the restart, are you preferring inside or outside with how crazy things are with how narrow the groove is on these starts?
It's such a toss-up every single time. I think either lane can win. It just really depends on who gets to turn one first and who has the positioning kind of going in there. But I think more so than not, the bottom usually wins in the Xfinity race. So I think the bottom's probably the place to be. But it's always a toss-up. And after the race, you're always like, man, I wish I would have done that restart a little bit different or picked a different line. But you just try and go with the odds, and that's all you can really do.
Steven?
Steven Stump, Fronters.com. Cole, obviously, it being the Andy's Frozen Custard 300, you got the name rail, you got the name for it too, and you got the car. In terms, I guess, prepping for this weekend, what other festivities or so on would be added to your schedule this week, unlike other weeks?
Well, we already went out to the fan zone and got to spend some time out there with the fans. They actually have a whole truck out there with frozen custards, so definitely be sure to get out there. But just meet and greets and stuff like that. I mean, this is a huge race for them. I mean, their market. I mean, they're based in Missouri, and they're here in Texas, and I think Phoenix, and just trying to. This is a big race that they want to get their product out there. So hopefully we can do a good job and get them victory lane.
And, with Custard, Andy's has been involved in the sport for a few years now. Was that kind of something like, man, that'd be cool if we could ever strike a deal even before the deal happened?
I mean, I guess maybe a little bit, but I mean, overall, you don't really plan something like that. But I think at the end of the day, we were just at the banquet, and I just ran into him at the banquet. And from there, we just kind of hit it off, and we were able to put something together for this year.
All right, thank you.
Any additional questions for Cole? Well, Cole, thanks for joining us. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
And next time, bring me some ice cream.
That's right.
Yeah.
Frozen custard.
That's right.
All right, there's the checkered flag. Great job, driver.